Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base. Let's go. Pick it up, Pete. Get it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, escape, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Mike 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. James has got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing again on second down. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On first down, Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Keep playing on the 3rd and 6. Woo! Let's get it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Penny. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We go set. 10 logo.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Clock now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down and 18.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
10. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. To throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tighten up.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check one, check one. Watch it go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Petty, a first down carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Lee. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, it's Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he finds Penny. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We're going
To throw again on second down. Lott. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taco Charlton has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put that team on the block.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Now.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw it is Locke. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Right here. 55.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. They go to Elliott again. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. He's back to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. But with clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game, what do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go. Be trip.
Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He hits right, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? Check. Don't get nervous.
Ready?
Back to throw. Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Lock to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Come on, let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
70, Indy. Who draw Corker? Go.
They'll run it again with Penny. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Smooth. Get it.
They run again with Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go.
And what can Rock do with his drive? And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Here we go, here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Head up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Got it.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go, let's bring it.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's bring it. Mike 40.
Be careful.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And James has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too